And we're off.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm like a little phlegmy.
We can't start it that way. Everyone just turned this off.
This is the first time I've recorded with like a level of snot.
Annie, do you know that do you ever feel like really sexy when you have like a little rasp in your voice?
No, and
No?
no.
Oh.
I feel like people talk about that all the time, and I don't
yeah.
understand. I think other people are sexy when they have a rasp in their voice, but when it's me, I'm just like, that is a combination of like phlegm and bad decisions.
Maybe I'm just sort of attracted to phlegm and bad decisions.
Exactly. I think when you can feel it on yourself, it's less sexy
I agree.
than when you can hear it like from someone else. You know what I mean?
There's just something to me though about like a little laryngitis that just
Really gets you going.
yeah, it just revs my engines. Okay, this is already off to a wild start.
I feel like I kept being excited for the weather to change, and then the second that it got cold here, I immediately got sick.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna make it about myself. And, oh God,
I'm so sorry.
I was just like envisioning the next hour of us trying to record with your phlegm.
I'm gonna be totally fine. Phlegm, take a back seat.
Okay. I have actually been like, to be honest with you, loving the cold weather.
Me too.
Wait, I thought you didn't like it because you're sick.
I don't like that I got sick. I'm so happy that it's cold.
Yeah, isn't it kind of like a vibe?
It is. And I was saying to Logan, we went to Central Park yesterday and walked around. We walked like 5 miles yesterday just to see the foliage. And I said to her, I was like, I feel like I missed in Chicago and in Madison, you don't really get like a true fall or a true spring. It's like 2 days. I feel like this fall in New York has been like very classic, crisp and amazing fall weather. And
Completely.
I just love that for
love it
everyone
too.
involved.
I love it too. And I love like a brisk moment.
Yeah, I agree. And I also think it's going to be like 40s, 50s for another like couple weeks, which is great. Anyway, I hope my cold goes away, but I am really happy about the whole like
The cold.
The
but
cold.
Not the cold.
I'm happy. Right. I'm happy about cold weather, not cold illness.
Absolutely. What
So,
did you, tell me what you got up to this week. Do you have anything to share?
Okay,
Because I have something that happened to me this week.
go ahead.
So I became emotionally attached to these baby rats on TikTok and then they died. I actually haven't told a single person in my life about this.
Wait, I have like a lot of follow-ups.
So there's this person on TikTok, and I have to be so honest. I know.
Ew, Kate. Rats? That's disgusting.
I didn't choose what happened. This happened to me.
Well,
okay?
you could have kept scrolling.
And can I be honest?
Let me tell you, if a rat's coming up on my For You page, I'm not sticking around.
Wait, normally same. But I was like so intrigued. And like basically there's this woman on TikTok named Tara's World. I don't know a thing about her. Like she could be the most problematic person in the world.
Does
I don't
she
know.
raise rats? Like, does she like...
So what I picked up on in the last like week is that she's on OnlyFans, but she also loves animals.
The duality of women.
Exactly. I'm like, slay.
I love.
And she so here actually, can I tell you what happened? She came on my
Sorry.
That's
I was
okay.
trying not to cough in the mic and then I choked.
Oh, you're so brave.
Go on.
So she had this cat named Phoebe who was dying, and it was sad.
Buffet.
I don't think the cat had a last name.
Okay.
But I was saying something kind of sad.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So she had a cat named Phoebe, and the cat was dying, and it was very sad. And she was like posting about how she was like trying to save her cat on TikTok, and all these people were like, just put your cat down, like it's clearly miserable. It was like just like interesting, like, you know, I love animals, but like animal people are so fucking weird, you know.
You've always said that.
Everyone who has like, I love animals. Like there's nothing I love more than a dog, but like I just think people online are like get so up in arms about animals in a way that they don't care about like the value of a human life. But that's like,
I kind of disagree with you.
are you kidding?
No.
Oh,
Are you gonna fight me?
Yeah, I feel so strongly about this.
Let's talk about that later.
Okay, yeah, that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
But there was like a lot of discourse about whether or not Tara should be like saving the cat or like putting the cat down. The cat was like 22.
Everyone online has so many opinions.
I know.
Like, let this woman decide for herself.
Exactly. So anyway, the cat died. And then the day after the cat died, Tara found 4 baby rats in her garage.
Oh, Kate, this person's maybe not right.
I think she just cares a lot about
Did
animals.
she take the baby rats in?
Yeah.
Because some would say that would that would require an exterminator, someone to come.
So she took them in and she let them do skin to skin contact on her. She would like have them crawl on her.
Kate, this is Kate, this is disgusting.
Anyway, I just got like really hooked on it, and then they all died.
All the rats?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because they're not like.
Well, their mom abandoned them. So she was trying to like care for them as their mother would, and then it didn't work.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had kind of a tough.
I had a tough week because of that. No, that's fair. You also, I guarantee I'm now going to see this on my For You page.
TikTok has been weird lately. Like it is for sure listening to us.
100%. What did I get up to this week? It wasn't watching baby rats die.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. I was like sick and like not really having fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I buried the lead.
What?
I buried the lead.
What?
So Kate and I go to trivia every Wednesday, and it's kind of like my highlight of the week. Typically, we go with like some combination of my roommates, Mac, Kate, friends of ours. Kate couldn't go this week. Kate is by far probably our best player week to week. No, you are. And we went last Wednesday without Kate, without Mac. It was my roommates and I, and then 2 friends of ours. We got second.
That's amazing.
And like Trivia Joe did I tell you about this? Trivia Joe came up to us.
Is his name Trivia Joe?
His name is Joe.
Oh, but different than the other Trivia Joe we used to
At
know.
Harry Lemon, different.
Okay.
He was, Kate, so proud of us. Like I felt like I was like, it like healed something in me. He like came up to us after and he was like, really good job, guys. And I think he knows we've been like coming, we've been trying. We're not.
It's been a marathon, not a sprint.
Because we're also not like innately the best.
Yeah.
Like some people are born with skill. Other people have to really hone.
Yeah.
And we're honers. And like, let me tell you, he was so proud of us. He was like, really good job, guys. And I was like,
was there like a specific question that you yourself were most proud of?
so the first question when we sat down, which was how I knew it was going to be a good round, was, what is the pattern on like socks and sweaters? Or maybe they just said socks. That's also named after a city in Scotland. I think I'm getting the entire question wrong. Immediately I knew.
What is it?
Argyle. And from that moment, and then, you know when they have we're gonna have to cut so much of this out. You know when they have those rounds where it's like a play on word or something? Each word was a compound word, and all 5 answers used the same thing to make it a compound word.
Okay.
We realized like 2 clues in that like they weren't matching up, and we realized that it's because it was male, so it was like email. E is a character from Entourage. Black male. Black was like a flag color of Yemen, but it was like a full team effort where you sat there and you just really put the pieces together in a way that was just teamwork.
And it made the dream work.
And it did. And we got second place. Now it can only go up from here. I'm hoping on Logan's birthday, which is 3 weeks from Wednesday, that we've got a first place under our.
What did you get as your second place prize?
The options were a cinnamon roll or shots.
I'm assuming you went with the cinnamon roll.
No. I wanted to actually,
Yeah.
but they felt passionately about like a green tea shot. So anyway,
That's huge.
It was like a really big deal, just like spiritually and emotionally and physically. Kind of took a lot out of me.
That's why you're sick.
Seriously, like
It's the come down.
I was about to say though, like
You need to be like saunaing, cold plunging to recover.
exactly. And drinking during the week, not for me.
Oh, me neither.
Like I woke up on Thursday and I was like, oh, I have like the plague.
Yeah. Can I ask you something actually?
Uh-huh.
This is like opening my mind to a whole other topic.
Yeah, of course.
Like, how do you feel like people, obviously we're very close in age. I'm 28, you're 25, almost 26. But like,
That's a whole other thing.
That is, and last week too, you had so many moments of being like, I'm so dreading the passage of time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay. What do you feel like drinking culture is like right now for people your age? Like, are people still big?
That's a great question, because I think that it's the age where you're sort of like in the transition. Mm-hmm. I think I'll speak for myself. Mm-hmm. I was not afraid of a beverage or ate in college. Uh-huh. And then I moved here, and I feel like there's, especially in New York, there's a continuation of that.
Yeah.
If not like a little bit crazier for the first year or two, at least for me.
Oh, I definitely drank more the year I moved here than I did my senior year of college.
Okay, not so me, because that would have been
diabolical.
There would have had to be like an intervention had that been the case. But I feel like I'm at the age right now where people are going one of two ways. Mm-hmm. Where like either you enjoy like a bev or two, mm-hmm. sometimes three if you're whatever, and like at dinner, and then one while you're out, but mm-hmm. it's like very much a social thing. Mm-hmm. Or Logan and I were talking about this last night actually in the cab. I feel like I don't know that many people that just drink casually during the week, like on their couch. Mm-hmm. I feel like people my age and like 1 year above, 1 year below, either are like they're drinking socially, but it's just a matter of how often mm-hmm. they're drinking socially. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't feel like I have that many people in my life who have like multiple glasses of wine during the week or like a scotch after work. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like there's two fragments of people right now, where it's the people who like go out socially and drink like 4 to 5 times a week mm-hmm. versus people who go out socially to drink like 1 to 2 times a week.
Yeah. Interesting.
What about you?
Well, I feel like my friends like run the gamut. Is that a phrase? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have people in my life who still drink a lot, and then there's people in my life who literally don't drink at all. And I think that, like, I don't know. It's just very interesting to me, because now this is like going to a whole deep topic I didn't anticipate going
That's
to.
okay.
But like, I feel like for a lot of my life, I had like shame around not wanting to drink.
Yeah.
Like internalized shame about it. And like, listen, in college, I was like, you could ask any of my college friends, like if someone wanted to drink, if there was a group of people that wanted to drink, I was in that group. Like,
same. And I would like beg people to go out like,
oh, same. Like
more than they needed to.
Same.
Yeah.
Freshman and sophomore year. I feel like for you, it was like,
well, because of COVID. Yeah. Like, yeah.
But I feel like, and then when I first moved here and had like literally no friends, I was making new friends. Like a lot of the way everyone made friends when you're 22 was to like go out drinking.
Yeah.
And it was fun, but like I feel like I am not somebody who like it is very rare for me that I have more than one drink and then feel normal the next day. Mostly mentally.
No, I agree with that. And I also think that as I've like gone on medication and whatever, like I can't drink as much without feeling really shitty the next day.
Yeah, same. And also, yeah, I don't know, but I feel like it's different now for me because I don't know, I do feel like it's different when you're in a relationship. Like,
right.
I don't know, there's just not as much. I feel like I felt more of a need or something to like go out and meet new people and like drinking and stuff when I was single. But I just feel like I always felt like it would be perceived as like lame or bad if I like didn't want to drink. Like if I wanted to do the exact same thing everyone I knew was doing, but just do it without drinking. And like I almost felt like something was like wrong with me because of that.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And I also think that it's really nice. I mean, it's been really nice to have like, I feel like for various reasons, people in my life don't drink or don't love to drink. Like whether it's like chronic stomach issue or like doesn't make them feel good. Like I do think that I have a lot of people in my life who I think we need to normalize being social and having a lot of fun and having that not be dependent on whether or not you're consuming alcohol.
I completely agree.
Because last night, for instance, I was really not feeling well, but I had a birthday party that I went to and I went with Logan and she was like, I'm not going to drink, but like, I think we should go. She knew that on the front end when we were deciding whether or not we were going to go. She was like, but that's never like a deterrent for her. And I think we are so used to it being like a reason, like, oh, I could never go and not drink. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say
I've said that before, and like, I got a drink last night.
Yeah.
Even though I said I wasn't going to drink because I got there and I was like, eh.
Yeah. I just think, well, a couple things. First of all, one time my friend Charlie and I were both, I was like doing like I don't remember. For some reason, neither one of us could drink one night, and we decided to like someone was having a party at like a club in Alphabet City, not a club, like a very dancey kind of divey bar in Alphabet City.
That's hard.
And he and I were like, you know what? Like, we can be fun and not drink. Like, we're going to go and have so much fun and not drink. We literally looked at each other halfway through and we were like, so we actually can't have fun here.
No,
if we're not drinking.
There are many spots in New York where if you're not under some like level of substance, like it can be challenging. But I do think I will say all of this with the caveat that a really fun night where you end up drinking more than you maybe said you would because you're having so much fun with the people you're with, ideal.
Oh, yeah.
But there is nothing worse to me than drinking a lot and then being like, why the fuck did I drink that much? That wasn't even fun. I want to go home.
Yeah, I also just think that like the thing the situations I've liked putting myself in most as someone in my late 20s is like situations where I'm having fun with people and no one cares who's drinking or consuming or doing what. Because like, if you want to drink, you should. If you don't, you also shouldn't. Who the fuck cares?
Well, I also feel like I've had this realization recently where I've noticed myself doing it too, where like if someone says they're not drinking and like I want to have a really fun night, my initial thought is like, and then I have to be like, why does them drinking matter if they're fun people that you care to be around? Like, whether or not they're like on their phone all night should matter way more in terms of like the vibes being good and fun than like if they're drinking or if they're like a sociable, nice, normal person. Yeah. Also, the amount of people that drink too much and are liabilities and make the night terrible, like no one's talking about that.
Right. No, totally. I just think, I feel like a few years ago, this is why I started by saying I used to feel a lot of shame about it. Like now I literally don't care. Cause also like, I genuinely, I'm not just saying this, like think it's really cool when people don't drink.
Yeah, I agree.
And so I don't care anymore. I feel like there's like way more people in my life I like now who don't. And I feel like having that perspective and being like, oh, like I think that's sick. But like,
and that it's not synonymous with
not being fun.
Right.
A few years ago, I used to literally like make up excuses why I couldn't or didn't want to go to certain events where I knew there would be pressure to like drink because I was like, well, I can't just tell these people I don't want to. Like that's embarrassing. But I also don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm like being peer pressured, which is crazy to say as a 25-year-old or whatever.
It's crazy.
But like, anyway, I was just curious because I've heard through the media, if you will, that like alcohol culture is changing a little bit for like younger people and that maybe there's not as much focus on like binge drinking as there used to be. We also sound like such narcs right now. And to be clear,
no, like
I like
my friends listening to this are probably like, girl, what are you talking about?
My friends listening to this are probably like, Kate, you used to like throw up all over yourself freshman year of college. Like
literally.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah, no, but I do think it's changing. I don't think it's changing in terms of like Gen Zs. I think just like more generally the ways it used to be like when you were 25 I remember this and I was also in college, it used to be more like, well, I'm not gonna say I'm not drinking because like that's so embarrassing, whatever. That has shifted in the last year or two, and I don't know if that's me getting older or the culture changing, but like if someone says they're not drinking, like people are respectful of that. Yeah, because I also think that this is like so dark. I like don't know why I'm going here, but like as you get into your mid and upper 20s, you start to realize like there are certain people. I remember Dad saying this to me when I came home from school, like freshman year. There are some people who like were really crazy in college and you're like, how are they in investment banking and like making oodles of money and like, wow, they really. And then there are people who never really figured out how to stop acting the way that they did in college. And I feel like when you start to see people in your life who like actually have like addiction problems and like the real life consequences of like binge drinking like that, when people then are like, well, I'm not drinking, you're not going to be like, well, why? Right. Like maybe because they're like have a problem. You know what I mean? Like there's just a million reasons. So, but all that to say, I do want to try kin.
What's kin?
Or wait, maybe that's not what it's called. Eliana, when I was in Stanford last weekend, was telling me about this beverage that's like 2 milligrams of marijuana or something.
Like THC, maybe?
That's what I mean.
It's 2 milligrams of pot.
But she was saying that, like, because I can't really, like, I'm not really good at, like, being high. It's like a slow burn more. And like when you drink, when you sip it, like she was like, it wouldn't do anything to me. Not me putting Eliana on blast. But like, I think I want to try it because I really like to have a hangover or not have a hangover.
Right. I was really curious where the end of that sentence was going.
Wait, so this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. I've been feeling really existential lately about turning 26.
Okay.
And I know probably to anyone who's older than 26, you're like, you're so young, like whatever. But okay, not to like pour my heart out on the podcast, but like I would
literally, what is this podcast for if not pouring our hearts out?
I would say the ages 22, no, not 22, 22 and a half when I graduated college to 26. Probably the most tumultuous time of my life.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that people say that, like, oh, your 20s, like, my early mid-20s have been some of the highest highs, some of the lowest lows, some of the craziest, like, entry-level jobs, for the most part, are, like, make you reflect on, like, what it is you want to do with your life. And, like, they're not typically, like, fun. And, like, you don't have enough money to be living in the city you want to be living in. So you're living there, but you're like so poor. And like, I just feel like I'm ready for 26 to turn the corner a little bit in terms of like some stability in my life.
Totally.
In terms of, and again, I know I'm going to look back on this time and be like, I was just like living, like I was doing whatever I wanted.
Literally every time.
Yeah.
Like times where I like literally fucking hated my life. I'm like, oh, but that was like,
so fun.
so fun.
No, and like I'm trying really hard to be like, I live in this great apartment, even though it's tiny and there's construction above me 24/7. It's like too expensive. But like I live with 2 of my best friends. Like I know I'm going to look back on these years with a lot of like.
These are our years, Kendall.
Yes, I know I'm going to look back with like a lot of love and nostalgia. But the typical like life day-to-day things. Oh boy.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like not easy. And I think that people kind of don't really, I feel like people talk about the beginning of college being really like tough. Now I remember mom saying or dad's, one of them saying to me before I left for school, like everyone talks about how college is the greatest years of your life, but like people also have a really hard time adjusting. Like you don't, whatever. Yeah. I don't know that I was told that as like a post grad or like that was made clear because you see like Friends and like all these sitcoms that are about your young 20s and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so fun. And like it is, but there's also like a lot of like uncertainty and like resilience you need to have in order to like
I also think that like people in our generation have had to deal with a lot in our young 20s. Like just in terms of like socially and politics and COVID and all that stuff. Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think if I have any like advice to offer. I mean, I'm definitely not. I actually sort of feel like I'm currently going through like a quarter life crisis.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it?
No, because we're talking about you.
No,
but no, but I'm just saying like I don't mean to make it we've been holding hands a lot on the podcast.
We have. I kind of love it. Yeah.
I feel like so I'm not like through it. I'm not out of the woods,
as
so to speak.
Right.
But like I do feel like in some respects I feel a little more stable than I did 3 years ago when I was your age.
Yeah.
I think that like the biggest piece of advice I could give you, I'm gonna let go because I feel like my hand's getting sweaty and I get like self-conscious.
Oh, it wasn't.
Okay, great. Okay. So I feel like I tried really hard like when I was your age. I started SSRIs when I was 24. So I guess, but you're like a year, I think I had been graduated from college for like the same amount of time as you. And I started to try to like we've talked about this in an episode before actually, but I kind of felt like things were happening to me. Like, especially in New York, I think, and I'm sure this is true in any city, but like there's so much going on all the time. Your apartment is usually small. You're not like, I used to have a hard time feeling like I had full like control over my like living space.
Yeah.
Full control over.
You almost feel like you're operating on autopilot a little bit.
But also, yeah, you're just kind of like letting things happen to you. And so I would start to be like, I'm going to go to the farmer's market by myself, the Union Square Farmer's Market on Saturday. And then I'm going to like go work out. Like I almost think like having a more regimented routine, this like sounds stupid and silly, but I think like controlling the things you can control has helped me a lot.
Yeah, and I think too when I first graduated, I was so excited that like I didn't have like school anymore. And so like your Sundays could kind of be like whatever you wanted them to be. And I look at that now and I'm like, no, I like need to wash my sheets and make my food on Sundays because the rest of the week then just becomes like chaos otherwise.
Totally.
So anyway, I'm excited to feel a little more like in control, I guess.
Yeah.
In my like 26 and on. I had this thought in the shower this morning where I was like, I'm like really excited to be 30.
I've heard amazing things about your 30s.
Same.
Honestly.
Because you don't give a fuck is what I've heard.
Yeah.
And I try not to give a fuck already, but I do. I just, that's my honest.
That's like human nature, honestly.
I agree. Okay.
But I'm sorry you've been feeling that way.
No,
I
it's
really
okay.
do think it'll get better.
I also feel like mom used to say this to me when kids would get really fussy. It was right before they had like a growth spurt or they would like learn to walk for the first time or they would like whatever. And so like I almost feel like when there's friction, it's because you're about to grow in a way that's like or like shed something that you don't need anymore.
I was literally about to say that. I feel like a lot of times when I'm starting to have these like really existential weird feelings, like good things happen.
I hope so.
I'm so excited for you. I think you're having the best little 26-year-old life in New York. I know it doesn't always feel that way to you, but like from the outside.
Yeah, and you do a really good job of reminding me. Like when I was crying in the subway the other day to you, you were like, I was like, what even is good? And I'm okay, guys, by the way. Like, I feel like
she does have a flair for the dramatic.
I do. And Kate was like,
a lot of things.
A lot of things. And she started naming them. And you know what? That's on me slipping with my gratitude.
Yeah, literally this whole podcast just always goes back to gratitude.
And we should
I'm going to put you on blast. You were being so fucking abysmal with your gratitude the other day. You were like, everything's bad. What do I have going for me?
You were like,
I was like, I literally will sometimes look at you and say, I'm not having this conversation anymore. But I love you.
Yeah.
And it'll all be okay. Your 20s are hard.
Your 20s are hard. And like, I think I just need to keep putting myself in situations where I'm meeting new people, doing new things, experiencing life. As Andy Cohen said, you moved to New York to live.
Yes, Andy Cohen.
Speaking of, wait, also, do you need to talk about your life crisis or have we put people through enough today?
I think we put people through enough.
Are you hip to BravoCon?
I'm a little hip to BravoCon.
So I have a couple questions for you. Melissa and Teresa, thoughts? Are you caught up on Jersey?
No.
Oh.
But like, I think I still have thoughts even if I'm not like fully caught
Kate,
up.
of course.
So Real Housewives of New Jersey, basically the entire show has revolved around a feud between Teresa Giudice and her sister-in-law, Melissa Gorga.
In like a way where sometimes I'm like, we shouldn't be watching. This is like too deeply familial. So Melissa Gorga's family, her husband is Joe Gorga. Joe Gorga's sister is Teresa, one of the other housewives on the show. And this drama goes back decades.
Literally.
And they despised one another to the point where like Andy, they almost had to stop filming a reunion one time because like Teresa and Melissa were like making it almost like unwatchable and unfilmable because they were screaming so much over one another. Like it just wasn't working. So they've put Jersey on hold.
Yeah. So, and they announced this week that they like
reconciled,
made up, and they like posted it on Instagram, and the caption was like, don't ask us why, like just be happy for us or something. I need to get.
Did you see how annoyed Andy seemed about it?
No.
When Andy was asked about it, he was like, I'm not picking cameras back up to have the same conversation we've already had 10 times.
Yeah. So my take is I feel like they're just doing it because they don't want to be fired from the show.
I agree.
What do you think? This was it. Don't question it. Just support it. #family. That was the caption.
I think that as much as I want to say it like healed a part of my soul,
See, I'm cynical and I kind of think it's all fake.
I agree. However, they have never been able to be in the same. They had separate reunions.
Really?
They had separate rooms for their last reunion because they all couldn't be together. It's really hard for me to believe that all 4 of those people would be able to fake it.
Maybe they have made up, but I feel like it was all very money motivated.
Also, why did it happen right before BravoCon? Like
that is $1 million
The
question.
timing of that feels
suspect.
Too good to be true. Also, Jeff Lewis. What do we know about him?
I know nothing about him. I just see him yapping on the screen sometimes, and I tend to just
I think Andy Cohen hates him, but they're friends.
Yeah. He asked him, which housewife would you block? And Andy said, I've never blocked any of them, but I'm about to block you. I was like,
yeah.
What are we watching unfold here?
I don't know. Okay. Anything else from BravoCon that you're like specifically
interested in?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by Tom Schwartz having a crush on Mary M. Cosby. Have you seen that?
I'm so sorry.
And Mary.
Wait, as in?
Andy asked Tom Schwartz of Vanderpump Rules fame if he was crushing on anyone at BravoCon.
And he said Mary Cosby.
He was on stage with Mary at the time. Mary M.
Oh,
Cosby.
was he being cheeky?
Yeah, but Tom is known to love an older woman. And he was like, I think he has a girlfriend, but he was like, I'm kind of crushing on Mary right now. And then later.
Was it hot how he said it?
He's not hot, Annie.
Okay.
I feel like Mary, then later they were interviewing her and they were like, oh, like, what do you think? How's BravoCon been? She's like, it's good. I met Tom Schwartz.
I love Mary
like loving
Cosby.
just the little clips that are coming out. But it's like, oh, they dropped the trailer for Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Did you see that?
No.
Ashley I from The Bachelor is a housewife.
Wait, I'm kind of excited.
I'm hoping it'll be good.
I also feel like Beverly Hills is going to be good.
I'm also loving Salt Lake right now. You've got to get caught up so we can talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Pivoting.
Have you
Pivot?
I'm rewatching Friends right now. Pivot. Wait, can I say one thing about Friends rewatch? Ross?
Yeah.
Like, as a young woman in my 20s, so problematic.
Oh, yeah. He's so toxic.
Like,
yeah, no, he's awful.
They break up originally because Rachel gets a job she wants, and he's like, "Wow, hang out with me more."
No, he sucks.
Like,
yeah.
I thought girls.
We've been knowing that.
I thought when people rewatched the show that like girlies were just like, he's not cute, and
no,
he's like not a good guy.
He's the original toxic king. Which it's not true.
And I'm also like, why are you? Who was the original?
I was just trying to think, like Henry VIII.
I don't like know enough.
Oh.
That's my trivia queen right there. Also, I'd like to formally apologize to Glenn Close.
Wait, you got a TikTok hate comment about that. I'm actually going to read the comment.
No, don't give it this person.
I'm not going to say her name.
Okay.
Okay.
Glenn, you are an outstanding woman.
So, Annie, someone commented on our Glenn Close TikTok. I refuse to watch anything with Kim in it. Also, not knowing who Glenn Close is ridiculous. If you are speaking of pop culture, you should know who she is. She is an icon. Pathetic. I'd like to point out that this woman did spell Glenn Close's name wrong. So, like, I don't know how up on Glenn she even is.
I know how to spell Glenn Close.
How?
GLENN space CLOSE.
Ow. See, we're learning and growing here at Long Story Short.
Also, like, I'm not going to cut that out. Like, who cares? I didn't know who she was. She's an icon. I'm sure of it. But, like,
but also, not an icon you were knowing.
It's not someone I was knowing. I'm knowing her now.
I might get some coffee, actually.
Okay. Oh, that's like a whole thing, though. It's not like
no,
made.
It's made.
Is there enough for me?
No.
Okay. Can I have a sip? Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to, like, riff?
By myself?
Yeah. Hey, who are the top 5 toxic kings?
Great question. Top 5 toxic of AT all time?
Yeah.
Okay. Toxic of all time. I would say Harry Dubin's a great answer. Sorry, John Mayer. I love your music, but I don't like you. Harry Dubin, John Mayer. It's going to be a crazy list of people. Oh, Bill Clinton. And
That's only 3.
oh, yay. I could go for hours. I kind of want to hit like all categories. So we've got reality TV, politics. Who was the third? Music. There's got to be an actor who sucks. John Wilkes Booth. Oh, you know who's a total weenie?
Who?
Nicolas Cage.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently he sucks. Those are your top 5, Mac. Oh, Tristan Thompson.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
So maybe Tristan Thompson. Okay, final answer, locking in. Tristan Thompson. Harry Dubin. John Mayer. John Wilkes Booth. I'm sensing a pattern here. And Bill Clinton.
Can you give like a sentence or two for each?
Yeah. Tristan Thompson. Did he make my top 5? Okay. Tristan Thompson. Liar, cheat, loser. Not that good at basketball. John Wilkes Booth. Duh.
Racist.
Harry Dubin.
Racist murderer.
Yeah.
No, not Harry Dubin. John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah. Harry Dubin.
Screwed all the original Real Housewives of New York.
Yeah, in a way that-
literally and figuratively.
Uh-huh.
While also looking like a turtle.
Bill Clinton, like, has ruined multiple women's lives, so immediate hex. And who's last?
John Mayer.
Oh, John Mayer.
Listen to Dear John and get back to us.
Exactly.
I think you're missing Henry VIII, but like...
Why? Can you explain? Because no one really knows besides you.
That is not true. 6 wives, 2 of them decapitated.
Oh my God, the OG Toxic King.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Is there a good, like, nickname for him?
Hank.
Yeah. Hank 8.
Hank Ocho.
Hank.
Okay. So I'm going to give... Actually, this is like the moment I've been waiting for my entire life. I'm going to
Oh.
give you all a 60-second crash course on Henry VIII.
Can I time you so it doesn't go over?
Yeah.
Not to be, like, so annoying, but I just, like... Okay.
Okay.
Who did, like, 60... John Green did, like, 60-second history or something.
I don't know. Okay,
Okay, go.
Henry VIII was the king of England in like the maybe 1500s. I don't know. 1400s? 14. Sounds
Starting
right.
off strong.
So basically, he was married to this woman. And then... Actually, he was his brother died and he became king and he married his brother's widow.
Okay, strike one.
Then he decided he wanted to marry his mistress. So he completely changed the entire religious structure of in England and created the Church of England so that they would allow him to divorce his wife and marry Anne Boleyn.
Commitment.
Then when Anne Boleyn couldn't give him a son, he made up a whole story.
Why?
She had a daughter and she kept having miscarriages and he wanted an heir to the throne. He pretended that she had had sex with her own brother and then had her decapitated. Then he married who many argue was his one true love.
Anne Boleyn.
No, that was Anne.
Oh, right, sorry.
Anne's head gone.
You've got 2 seconds.
You gotta give me 30
Okay,
more.
fine.
Then he marries Jane Seymour, who's his
This is kind of antithetical to the whole idea of long story short that I'm timing you, but go on.
He married Jane Seymour, who many would argue was the true love of his life. And
Why would
I don't
people
know, like
argue that?
historians like think that's like who he really
Oh,
loved. Like
okay.
she's like buried next to him or something. And then she did give him a son, but get this,
Oh, that's why he loved her.
she died in childbirth.
Oh, you got your fucking son.
Then he marries this woman named Anne of Cleves, except when she gets there, she doesn't look like her portrait. And he decides she's too ugly for him and says, never mind.
Oh my God, the original like Facetune.
No, like
literally-
Anne, talk about the original Toxic King. Anne of Cleves was the original Instabaddie.
Instabaddie who
was
didn't look like her photos.
Overusing it. Facetune. Yes.
Wait, so she had someone like she like sat for a portrait.
Yeah, they sent it to Henry and they said,
And they
"Do you
were like,
wanna
"Look at
marry
this baddie."
bitch?"
And he said, "Yeah,"
Put
and
a
then-
ring on that.
And then he saw her in person
And he
and
said-
she talk about the OG catfish situation.
I know, it was Anne of Cleves. Then
Okay, Anne.
Then
Do you think that's who I'm named after?
I think so.
Yeah.
Then he had Catherine Howard. By the way, at this point, he's old, decrepit. He's actually not even that old, but he's decrepit and he has syphilis. And he has like gangrene.
How did he get syphilis?
Did you hear any of what I was just talking
Well,
about?
who?
None of them. I don't think any of them. Throughout, he also was like fucking everyone the whole time. He had many other children. Oh, he also had a relationship with Anne Boleyn's sister.
Ew.
Yeah. The other Boleyn girl, if you're familiar.
Yeah.
Except the movie's very historically inaccurate, so I can't recommend.
Okay.
But,
Thanks for letting everyone know.
but I'm way over my allotted time.
That's okay. I just want a sip of coffee, really.
Oh,
this
I
is just a lot to handle.
Careful, Todd. I just wanted you to know. Oh, and then Catherine Howard, I think, did cheat on him actually, except she was like young and beautiful, and he was again old and
ugly and had syphilis
and was literally mentally losing it from his syphilis. And so then
it sounds like he was mentally losing it long before his syphilis.
Yeah.
Okay.
He fell off his horse one time. People think it gave him a brain injury. I know way too much. Then he had Catherine Howard executed, decapitated. Then this bitch named...
I mean, seriously, this is all we need to know about the male species. Like, is offended, kills her.
Then this bitch named Catherine Parr was like, you know what? I'm going to take care of this old fucker until he dies. And she did. She's the only one who...
She had daddy issues for sure.
I think she was like a nice old lady or something. Oh. Not old. I don't know. Anyway, that's why I would make the argument that he's the original Toxic King.
For sure.
Right?
At least documented.
I'm sure there are more before him. If you know of one, let us know.
Yeah, but definitely. Okay, that was amazing. Love the history lesson. So let's add him. If we get 6...
Which ironically is the number of wives he had.
Exactly. You were ready for me to give you a high five.
Yeah, and then I realized you probably weren't going to because it was like the dorkiest thing. Katie McPoyle, that one was for you.
Final answer.
Uh-huh.
You've convinced me. Mm-hmm. Good job.
Who does he knock off the list? Maybe Harry Dubin. People don't even really know who that is. Real Housewives of New York.
Yeah, but arguably on the scale of, least to most toxic.
Maybe you take John Wilkes Booth off there. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, he's friends with Andy Cohen, so he has to be, like, on some level, like, normal.
Sure. Okay. I loved that conversation.
I did, too. That was amazing. Thanks for informing everyone about Hank.
If anyone has any follow-ups about Hank and his bad bitches, just let me know.
Just, like, let us know. Don't let me know. I have no fucking idea about anything in that world.
Can I do, like, a few on Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So... I'm watching Dancing with the Stars, as we all know.
As we all know.
I have a question for you.
Of course.
Who do you want to win Dancing with the Stars? And I have been avoiding asking you this question in our real lives because I wanted to hear it on the pod.
Oh.
Who are you rooting for?
It's like not even a remote question.
Who?
Can you guess?
Can we say ours on 3? I'll say mine, you say yours.
Are you going to say the partner name or just the celebrity?
Just the celebrity.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Dylan
Alex
Efron.
Earl. Oh. I don't think Dylan's that good.
Wait, no one does.
I thought you were going to say Robert Irwin or Alex Earl.
So something about me, I'm not Team Robert.
Why?
I think he's like like Nepo babied into Dancing with the Stars.
Dylan Efron isn't?
Zach wasn't on the show. No, I'm not talking who's a Nepo baby. I'm saying I think that Irwin has this level of like, you're going to be just as good as...
Because his sister won Dancing with the Stars.
And I think it's just a little like...
It's a little tired.
It is.
I'm not Team Robert either.
You can use your nepotism to become a celebrity and then be on Dancing with the Stars. What I don't love is Carrie Ann giving him a lot of praise because his sister won. That feels like a bridge too far.
I see. So I think Alex should win. And I'm actually going to be very sad if she doesn't.
Okay. I don't know why I forgot about Alex when you asked me that question. She's 1000% the best.
Yeah.
She has a level of like stage presence and charisma that's really, it's unteachable.
My question for you. Okay, well, don't do Val like that. He's a great teacher.
Totally. Oh, who's your favorite pro?
Daniela.
Yeah, that's why I want Zach. That's why that's why I want Dylan to win. She is the best dancer I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, she's.
Have you guys tried to do the swimming horizontal? Can we do it later?
No, because no.
Okay.
I feel like
I thought that dance was amazing.
It was like Dylan's good, but I don't think Dylan is as good as like Alex.
Can we at least say that Dylan might be most improved?
Maybe.
He was not very good at the beginning of the season.
No, I still don't think he's that good. Anyway, I feel like there's been all this debate online because people were really angry that Andy Richter went so far because he was like bad. And then people are really angry that like Whitney has gone so far because she like has professional dancing background. And that's why
I disqualify her then at the beginning.
But I just feel like that's why I want Alex to win is
Yeah.
because she has, and you could put Dylan in the same boat and Robert, I guess, like no professional dancing experience, but like actually genuinely like working really hard and is really good. And that's who I think should win Dancing with the Stars.
I also love Elaine Hendricks.
Oh, I love her too. And she's really improved.
She's really good.
Unfortunately, she's just not like quite as good as the others. But
when I was seeing Andy Richter and back to back with Alex Earl, I was like, this is not the same competition. Like, I'm sorry.
Honestly so glad he's went home. And I
do you agree
feel like
that
he is too?
Do you agree that it's easier to be a guy on the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
You literally stand there and go,
no, you don't. No. Dylan was doing lifting Daniela.
yeah.
Have you seen Daniela and Pasha dance together?
Of course. It's like the sex appeal is off the chart.
Off the chart. Do they have children?
Yeah. Oh, they have a little girl. Her name is Nikita.
That girl?
She went to her first ballet lesson recently.
And was she loving it?
Kind of.
I almost feel like I would rebel. I'd be like, I hate dancing.
I'd be like, I'm doing motocross.
For those that don't know, Daniela is married to Pasha, who is another pro on Dancing with the Stars.
One thing I didn't need to see was Andy Richter and Caitlin Bristow doing like a sexual dance where he like bent her over.
I like kind of thought it was so funny.
Anyway, that's my little DWTS. We're about to be in the semifinals. I'm freaking out.
Freaking out. Oh! Last thing. Sorry.
Your voice is in my ears.
Sorry.
And that was very loud.
We almost had to do an emergency episode last week.
Oh my fucking God. I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet. Should we say it on 3? We're not going to say it the same way.
You say it.
Kate Gosselin is dating her security guard, Steve.
Like,
When I tell you the earth stood still when I saw that Instagram.
I sent it to Kate and just said, oh my God.
So
that was the rumor.
Which weren't she and John already divorced? So why did everyone care?
Because he was her bodyguard while they were married.
Oh, so like back in the heyday of John and
Explain.
Kate plus 8, there was a rumor that Kate
Cover
Gosselin.
the most niche topics.
There was a rumor.
Henry VIII and Kate Gosselin.
They occupy a similar space in my brain.
Oh, John Gosselin might be a toxic king.
Kate Gosselin might be a toxic king.
For sure.
So I think people thought that Kate and her bodyguard Steve, who was featured prominently within the show.
Yeah, I'm also like, did Steve get paid by TLC? Because he was in the show.
Yeah, I don't know, but they were like rumors they were having an affair, and they were like.
But he was on Kate plus 8. I don't think he was on.
Yeah, he was on Kate plus 8. You're so right.
After the divorce,
He was on PD post divorce. Yeah, and they were just like all of these rumors. They were like boning, and it turns out. Well, I don't know if they were, but like 15 years later, they certainly are.
They certainly are now.
Do you know that Kate Gosselin has like a parrot who she like carries on her shoulder everywhere, and like she's like obsessed with it? She's kind of taken like a turn.
She's one of those people that I think is probably on Facebook all the time.
She's loving TikTok lives lately. Oh God. And she's also a nurse. Can you imagine walking into like the ER?
She was a nurse before the show.
No, bitch, I know. Don't try me.
You think I don't know ball?
I know. You think I didn't read her memoir? I did. I think it was like her and John came out with like a joint book, and like mom like got it for me for Christmas. I think I asked for it when I was like 9.
Dad, we're like,
we were so fucking weird.
Like, some kids want to like Tinkerbell on VHS. Mm-hmm. We wanted Kate and John's memoir.
Yeah, and listen, I'd read it again.
I would too. I kind of am like,
she talked about their like fertility like journey and stuff.
That's why she had 6, because they were IVF. Does that still happen?
I don't know.
Like if you do IVF, is there an increased risk of like having 8?
I think having 8 would be crazy.
Or having.
It was supposed to be 7. That's some deep cut lore. They lost one of the embryos
in birth. No embryo. So
yeah. Anyway, we can cut that out.
Okay.
That's kind of all I have for today.
Do we want to talk politics? Like the government reopened, which like I'm happy for all the government workers, but also like the Democrats were winning the shutdown, and then they
also won all of these elections.
Yeah.
During the shutdown. I'm just glad that Daddy John stood up for what's right. John Ossoff, right. AKA The hottest senator.
AKA Senator Sexy.
Should we ask Dad what he thinks?
Okay, so inaugural Bill episode. Don't freak out.
Apparently, Bill has had FOMO for not being included on Long Story Short.
So we're gonna something to call Bill about.
Gail actually like specifically was like, I think you need to call Dad next time because like.
And that's on just loving your partner.
Totally, they're so supportive.
They're so supportive.
Hi, what are you doing?
Walking.
Well, we're recording the pod right now. We were wondering if you'd like to be our guest at the end.
Oh my God. Okay.
We-
I wasn't asked before, so it's kind of, you know.
we were
Say hi.
Hi.
part of your audition per se is that you get absolutely no warning when we call you, because Gail does it on the fly. So if you want to, keep up, you got to be good on the fly.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we were actually just about to start talking about the Dems and the shutdown or lack thereof.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts broadly on what has transpired over the last week?
You mean in terms of the decision by some number of Democrats in the Senate to go along and
Yes.
to end the shutdown?
Yes, name them.
I think it was a terrible idea.
Totally.
I don't understand it. I think all of the arguments in favor of doing it suggest that it was a bad idea from the start, and I don't think it was a bad idea from the start. And I think that it just didn't make any sense to me, especially coming days after the Democrats had won all of the elections.
Kate just said that.
In a pretty decisive way.
Mm-hmm.
And Kate, you just said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really dumb. I thought oh my gosh, they're really getting some momentum. And it also seemed like the world was starting to understand just how people were actually starting to blame the Republicans in ways that I don't think, people had in the past, other than outside of the sort of the core Democratic constituency.
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like it was working, and so then to just say, Angus King, I think at one point was quoted as I saw him saying it wasn't working. I think it was working, and I get that there were all of these dislocations, and it was painful. But I have some ideas about that too.
Yeah, I was just saying, I feel like the general sentiment right before those Democrats flipped was that the Democrats were sort of winning the stalemate, if you will. And it took sort of a turn for the worse in the long term, but maybe for the better in the short term was the idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like, people were making this argument that, the SNAP benefits weren't being made and they weren't being distributed, and despite court orders requiring that they be distributed. And I don't know, I feel like the Democrats have missed this opportunity to show up at food depositories and actually say this is a problem and be there every day.
Yeah.
And make the point that write a check to here the Greater Chicago Food Depository or whatever the food pantry is that's in your area. Don't send a check to me, send a check to, and stand there and say that. And instead, I mean, honestly, I don't know where the Democrats have been on issues like that.
Yeah.
I'm also upset about the Democrats for not showing up and supporting other politicians who have been arrested for demanding access to the ICE facility.
Yeah, I agree.
Another thing that bothers me. It's where are you? What exactly do you do in your capacity as my representative?
I totally agree. And I also think I know I texted you all about this, but I was having a conversation with my roommates yesterday about how why is it that the coffee shop on my corner is doing more being more vocal about SNAP benefits by saying that they'll give people food and coffee than many of the Democratic representatives across the country. Like, I just feel like there's been like a level of silence that has been disappointing, and also it just like comes across to me as just like dysfunctional. Like, you can't really like coordinate like being, like you just said, Dad, at these like food sites, or, you know, standing up or going to the ICE facilities. And I don't know, it just it's strikingly dysfunctional to me.
Yeah, I agree. And I think too, some people that I had this conversation with, and I made the point I made about like going, you know, to like pantries and homeless shelters, and you know, Democrats need to do that. And somebody who's a Democrat said, well, that's just like performative. And I said, right, but they're losing that battle. I mean,
yeah.
Like, and that actually works. That actually like causes like public opinion
right.
to be molded. And I don't know. I think it's bizarre. I also think, you know, God love him, Chuck Schumer.
No, I know.
I mean, I've watched his his attempts to go viral on social media, and it's just painful.
Oh God, I need to watch. I don't think I've seen that.
It's painful. I mean, in the last week to 2 weeks, it's just painful, and he shouldn't do it. And he's trying, but I just feel like time has passed for lots of the Democratic leadership.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
You know, say what you will about somebody like AOC. People who are my age, I think a lot of them think like, oh my gosh, she's so, you know, liberal. How is she going to accomplish any of these things? She's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like, I don't know. It's her time. It's time for people like Schumer to gracefully
pass the baton.
Yeah, 100%. Dick Durbin put in the same category.
We as a party have a little bit of a problem with that, and that's a hill I'll die on, but not one for today. Supreme Court justices, previous presidents alike have a little bit of trouble just saying, you know what, it's my time to step aside.
Mm-hmm.
I have a funny thought about that. You know Gary Peters, right?
Yeah.
Retiring.
Michigan.
Not running again. And I heard that he was retiring, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, but he's like one of the young Democrats. Well, he's 65.
Yeah.
Right.
He's not.
But on a relative basis, he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Compared to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought that.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting. I wonder if this like wave of, you know, again, a lot of people have ideas about like Mamdani and what New York is going to be like with him, but he's young and different and exciting, and I think maybe we need a little more of that.
Totally.
Thanks for your thoughts, Bill.
Yeah,
we
thanks,
appreciate
Dad.
it. You might be asked back. We'll review the footage and decide.
Oh, wait, this was actually like being recorded?
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm totally serious.
Yes.
I thought we were just doing like the pre-interview.
No.
Talk to the producers.
No,
Like,
this was all on record.
I'm actually talking to the talent.
You are. You are. Please don't speak to the talent.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I should have been more savvy, more media savvy. I feel awful.
No,
Dad,
seriously,
that was great.
Don't
Also,
worry.
Our other topics we covered on this podcast today included Kate Gosselin, Dancing with the Stars, and Henry VIII. So I'm excited for you to sort of hear your commentary in the broader context of the ep.
Kate Gosselin, Dancing with the Stars, and Henry VIII. Now, when you say Henry VIII,
Yes.
do you think like old, corpulent, fat, and murderous Henry VIII? Or like young Jonathan Rhys-Meyer's Henry VIII as portrayed in the Showtime series?
I actually kind of gave a full 2-minute rundown of his romantic history.
Yeah.
Because our argument was that he was the original toxic king.
I think that he may be one of the toxic kings, but I have a feeling that history probably had lots of toxic kings even before him. But yeah, he sort of took the mantle.
I would say
how awful he was.
I said to Kate, there was also definitely like undocumented toxic kings that didn't make it to the history books, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Just let's hope Christy Nome doesn't find out about them.
Oh my God. Okay,
Thanks,
we
Dad.
love you, Dad. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
He's so funny.
That was funny. I didn't even realize. Undocumented.
He's such a funny king.
He's so funny.
All right. Well, I think
was
this was
lovely.
chaotic and long, and
crazy.
also I loved it.
Yeah. Catch us next week from
Chicago.
Which will be fun.
Yeah.
We may even have Gail and Bill in person.
Maybe we have a little Mac appearance too.
100%. Well, he might need his own episode.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
All right.
We can't group him in with the rest of the Motley crew.
Yeah.